Hi, I'm Kelly, Kelly Guerin, and I'm a filmmaker with We Animals Media. And this is Sweet Pea on my lap here. She just ate her first spider. It was very exciting. It's in a chicken barn in eastern North Carolina, and it was a grower for Perdue. And Perdue slaughters, I think, almost 13 million chickens every week. So they have farms all over the country. And one particular grower is ready to be a whistleblower. Just did something that was absolutely unprecedented for any of my shoots, which was let me into the barns to film the conditions of the chickens, film the signage on the wall, film anything I wanted to. So he was walking us around the barns, and he came up to little chicken on the ground, again probably twice the size of her, but still very, very young chickens, laying on the ground, breathing really heavily. And I asked what would happen to them, and he said, well, they would either die on their own, and hundreds of them do every day, and we pick them up and throw them in bins and get rid of them, or if we want to end their suffering, we cull them. And there are a few different methods approved by Perdue, but he demonstrated the one that he was most comfortable with. And he picked the chicken up, held the body in one hand, held the head in the other, stretched the head out, and dislocated her head. Once he was done with that one, he walked over to another laying on the ground, and I asked if that one's gonna die anyway, if you're gonna kill it anyway, do you mind if I take them? And he said, yeah, that's fine. So I had one chicken that I was gonna take with me, and as I was walking around the rest of the barn filming, getting as much footage as I could, I spotted Sweet Pea, who wasn't Sweet Pea yet. She was just this little nugget of a chicken, about half the size of everybody else in there. And you noticed her right away because she had all this feces caked on her beak, and her eyes were closed, and she was just stumbling around and kind of swaying on her feet. And it looked like she was too short to reach the water spigot. So I picked her up then, which I never do in these farms, never ever. And I asked the farmer, what the deal was with this one who was so much smaller than everybody else, and he referred to her as one of the duds. And the farmer had a theory that Perdue, look at her perching there, oh my god. Perdue, if they don't like the way a certain grower is acting or speaking out, or if they want to get revenge on a particular grower, they will send them a big batch of duds like this one that are not expected to reach slaughter height in time to be collected, or are unhealthy or sickly. So he said that this is also one of the ones that was going to die, and probably based on her size, die of dehydration because she couldn't reach the water. And I think I made a joke trying to keep it light, like if it was a 2-for-1 deal, if I could take a second one too, and then he really laughed. And he said sure. So he put them in a plastic bag for me, and I was trying not to panic because I was just happy that he was letting me take them. But he put them in a plastic bag for me, and I took them, and I took my cameras, and we left the farm. And I waited until we were outside the gates to celebrate, and I was saying, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And I just hoped that they would both make it, but unfortunately one of them didn't survive the 2-hour drive home. She died in my lap, and so I was extra determined for this one to make it. And she, by the time we got home, was unresponsive as well. She had stopped chirping for the last several miles. But fortunately I had talked to a vet in the car on the way home who suggested that maybe we needed to get some more electrolytes into her. So we gave her some watered down Gatorade, and she perked right up and has been the social little butterfly ever since. Then after one night of chicken sleepover, I brought her to Piedmont, where she has this little chicken palace in the vet clinic right now with a little stuffed mama chicken and a mirror to talk to and the cutest little hutch that she sleeps in. And I'm here visiting her today, and she's clearly doing amazing, and I ramble because I'm just so grateful that she's here, and I'm marveling at how unlikely her chances were of ever ending up in a place like that. Look at her eyes closing.